order. We are now holding the Bear River FFA Chapter Banquet. Madam Vice President, are all officers at their stations?
I shall call the roll of officers, determine if they are at their stations, and report back to you, Madam President.
The Sentinel.
Stationed by the door.
Your duties there?
Through this door pass many friends of the FFA. It is my duty to see that the door is open to our friends at all times and that they are welcome. I care for the meeting room and paraphernalia. I strive to keep the room comfortable and assist the President in maintaining order.
The reporter.
The reporter is stationed by the flag.
Why stationed by the flag?
As the flag covers the United States of America, so I strive to inform the people, in order that every man, woman, and child may know that the FFA is a national organization that reaches from the state of Alaska to the Virgin Islands and from the state of Maine to Hawaii.
The Treasurer.
Stationed by the emblem of Washington.
Your duties there?
I keep record of receipts and disbursements just as Washington kept his farm accounts, carefully and accurately. I encourage thrift among the members, and I strive to build up our financial standings through savings and investments. George Washington was better able to serve his country because he's financially independent.
The Secretary.
Stationed by the ear of corn.
Your duties there?
I keep an accurate record of all meetings and correspond with other secretaries wherever corn is grown and FFA members meet.
The Advisor.
Here by the owl.
Why by the owl?
The owl is a time-honored emblem of knowledge and wisdom. Being older than the rest of you, I am asked to advise you from time to time as the need arises. I hope that my advice will always be based on true knowledge and ripened with wisdom. Madam Vice President, why do you keep a plow at your station?
The plow is the symbol of labor and tillage of the soil. Without labor, neither knowledge nor wisdom can accomplish much. My duties require me to assist at all times in directing the work of our organization. I preside over meetings in the absence of our president, whose place is beneath the rising sun.
Why is the president so stationed?
The rising sun is a token of new era in agriculture. If we strive to follow the leadership of our president, we shall be led out of the darkness of selfishness into the glorious sunlight of brotherhood and cooperation. Madam President, all officers are at their stations.
Thank you, Madam Vice President. The Secretary will call the roll of members.
I'm pleased to announce that there are numerous members and guests present, Madam President.
Thank you. FFA members, why are we here?
To practice brotherhood.
To practice brotherhood.
To practice brotherhood.
Honor agricultural opportunities and responsibilities.
Honor agricultural opportunities and responsibilities.
Honor agricultural opportunities and responsibilities.
And develop those qualities of leadership.
And develop those qualities of leadership.
And develop those qualities of leadership.
Which an FFA member should possess.
Which an FFA member should possess.
Which an FFA member should possess. May we accomplish our purposes. I now declare this meeting of the Bear River FFA Chapter duly open for the transaction of business or attention to any matters which may properly be presented. Members, parents, special guests, and supporters of the Bear River FFA Chapter, we welcome you to the first ever virtual 2019-2020 Chapter FFA Banquet. In light of recent events, we are grateful that we can still use this opportunity to recognize the achievements of the members of our chapter and for all of us to share an evening together.
The success of our chapter would not be possible without the generous help and contributions of many people in our community. We've prepared a special video presentation to recognize them. If we miss anyone, we are sorry. We greatly appreciate your support.
FFA members and guests, please join me in thanking our sponsors that make our program possible. Bear River FFA sponsors for the year 2020 are B&B Trucking, Bear River Animal Hospital, Bear River Valley Co-op, Billy and Sherry Rhodes, Brett and Michelle Selman, Capner Brothers Dairy, Carter Ranch, Central Milling, Chris and Carrie John, Dan and Christy Noyes, David and Trudy Smith, Deep Creek Livestock, Eldon and Susan Peterson, Elison Ranch Trucking, Fred and Laura Selman, Garn Cattle, Gene and Bobby Sue Stevens, Glenn and Tammy Capner, Harold Selman Incorporated, IFA of Tremont, Jess and Courtney Schaefer, Michael and Linda Kawana, Nick and Angie Christensen, North Box Elder Farm Bureau. Sherman Julie Richens, /M Ranch, Steed Angus, Valley Implement, Western Ag Credit, Western Seeds. Your donations go towards chapter affiliation of $3,000 per year. This allows us to have as many FFA members as possible. Awards to state and area winners. This offsets the costs of attending state and national conventions. Various FFA activities throughout the year. Special thank you to the Bear River Animal Hospital and Zoetis or Pfizer. Zoetis donates a portion of every Zoetis product sold through Bear River Animal Hospital. Last year they donated $2,125 to our chapter. North Box Elder Farm Bureau donates $1,500 each year to our program. Also sponsors generous FFA scholarships for seniors. Red Brand Fencing Products via IFA donates a portion of every Red Brand fencing product sold at IFA. Last year, this program generated over $285 for our program. Anderson Livestock Auction. This year, they donated $500 to our chapter from their Christmas auction. Valley Implement each year donates personalized apparel for our officers. Thank you. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor, please talk to any FFA advisor or officer.
Thanks again to our many sponsors. We would now like to recognize the outstanding award winners from our chapter.
Students compete in leadership development events at our chapter contest in January. The winners compete at area contests, and then the area winners competed earlier this month in virtual state FFA contests. The winners will be announced in June.
Katie Hewlett, chapter Creed Speaking winner, 3rd place area Creed Speaking. Renly Rhodes, chapter Creed Speaking winner.
Adam Hales, 2nd place area extemporaneous public speaking. Brandy Olson, 3rd place area prepared public speaking. Brooklyn Fawcett, state agricultural education competitor.
Julia Selman, chapter discussion meet winner, area discussion meet winner. Brooklyn John, chapter discussion meet winner.
Conduct of chapter meetings, 2nd place area. AJ Watkins, Wesley Hess, Tanya Hansen, Raquel Lyon, Kayla Hallett, Aubrey Stevens, Brooklyn Christensen, Renly Rhodes, and Mrs. Ingram.
Parliamentary procedure. Area winner, Hayden Cotter, Wyatt Zollinger, Sierra Schaefer, Sydney Wilkinson, Haley Branch, Dustin Hallett, and Mrs. Ingram.
To compete in Proficiency Awards, students must have a well-developed SEU project, keep accurate and detailed records, and submit a lengthy application at a chapter contest in January. Chapter contest winners compete at area contests, then for state titles, awarded at the state convention.
Tyson Hershey, beef production entrepreneur.
J.C. Palmer, equine science entrepreneur, area winner.
Gunnar Gardner, forage production.
Landon Dean, goat production.
Brooklyn Buell, poultry production.
Morgan Noyes, sheep production, area winner.
Daxton Gines, small animal production and care, area winner.
McKenna Ward, swine production entrepreneur, area winner.
Brandy Olson, veterinary science, state winner.
STAR Awards are for those with outstanding SAE projects and records. STAR Greenhands are selected from those completing 1 year of records, and STAR State Awards are chosen from current state FFA degree candidates. One candidate may represent us in production, placement, agriscience, and agribusiness at area and state. The state finalists were interviewed this month, and the winners will be announced at the virtual state convention in June.
Camry Roach, Star Greenhand in production.
Garrett Smith, Star Greenhand in placement, state finalist.
Brooklyn Buell, Star Greenhand and agribusiness, state finalist.
Shay Burrell, Star Greenhand in agriscience.
Julia Selman, Star State in agriscience, state finalist.
the Agriscience Fair, students perform an experiment to solve a problem and then document it in a lab report. The research is then presented to judges at the chapter contest. Chapter winners will then apply to compete at the state FFA convention. State winners will be announced in June.
Katie Hewlett, Animal Systems Division 3.
Brindley Rhodes, Plant Systems Division 3.
Michaela Van Tassel, Power, Structural, and Technical Systems Division 3.
Sydney Wilkinson and Haley Branch, Animal Systems Division 4.
Lexi Blackner and Sage Murray, Food Systems Division 4.
Caitlin Tanner and Tassie Hatch, Power, Structural, and Technical Systems Division 4.
JC Christensen and Caitlin Morris, Social Systems Division 4.
Brandy Olson, Animal Systems Division 5.
Casey Matson, Social Systems Division 5.
Morgan Noyes and Brooklyn John, Power, Structural, and Technical Systems Division 6.
Gentry Udy and Brooklyn Fawson, Social Systems Division 6.
Career development events are team events that help prepare our members for future careers in agriculture. Our current CDE teams competed in virtual competitions earlier this month, and winners will be announced in June. Invitational contests are held throughout the school year to help certain CDE teams prepare for state contests. We would like to recognize our teams that excel during some of these invitational contests.
Farm Business Management, Snow College, First Place, Brooklyn John, Brian Pearson, Brindley Rhodes, Brooklyn Christensen, and Mr. Rhodes.
Agricultural Mechanics, Snow College, Second Place, Garrett Smith, Tyler Stinquist, Jacob Nessen, Eddie Morgan, and Mr. Schaefer.
Livestock Judging, Snow College, Third Place, Kylie Kunzler, Michaela Morris, Jenna Kunzler, Lexi Westmoreland, and Mrs. Kunzler.
Agricultural Sales, Northern Utah Invitational, First Place, Brooklyn John, Julia Selman, Sydney Green, Brooklyn Fawson, and Mrs. Ingram.
Milk Quality and Products, Northern Utah Invitational, Second Place, Morgan Noyes, Austin Anderson, Adam Hales, Mr. Rhodes, and Mr. Gibbs.
The American FFA degree is the highest degree that can be awarded in the FFA. It is awarded to post-high school FFA members that continue their SAE projects. Accurate records are kept and must show a cumulative increase of $7,500. These students will receive the American FFA degree at the National Convention in Indianapolis this October.
Jenna Bradshaw.
Jackson Butler.
Emily Smith.
Students that have earned at least $1,000 with their SAE can qualify for the state FFA degree. Applications are submitted at the area contest to be reviewed and then presented at the state FFA convention.
Austin Anderson, Justin Crockett, Brooklyn Fawson, Sydney Green, Julia Selman, Gentry Udy, Kylie Wright.
The National FFA Convention was held in Indiana last October. 20 of our FFA members had the opportunity to attend the convention, and 10 of our members had the opportunity to compete. Bear River represented Utah in conduct of chapter meetings, competition, as well in the Agriscience Fair.
Conduct of chapter meetings, silver ranking. Hayden Cotter, Dustin Howlett, Tage Bowers, Haley Branch, Sydney Wilkinson, Wyatt Zollinger, Sierra Schaefer, and Mrs. Ingram.
Morgan Noyes and Brooklyn John. Agriscience Fair, Power, Structural, and Technical Division 6, Gold Ranking.
Kylie Kunzler, Agriscience Fair, Power, Structural, and Technical Systems Division 3, Gold Ranking.
Congratulations to our winners, and thank you for representing Bear River FFA.
It is always a pleasure to receive honorary members into the FFA. These honorary degree recipients are the parents of our chapter officers.
parents are always willing to help and support us. We would like to recognize them for their time and effort they put into supporting their students.
Brett and Michelle Selman.
Lance and Michelle Olson.
Nick and Angie Christensen.
Dan and Christy Noyes.
Chris and Carrie John.
Darren and Nicole Butler.
Stephen and Courtney Zollinger.
Alan and Christy Hales.
Jeffrey and Lonnie Hallett.
Jared and Tiffany Clausen.
Tate and Tiffany Anderson.
Sean and Marcy Owen.
We are proud to have you as honorary members. I now confer upon you honorary membership in the Bear River FFA chapter. Thank you for all that you do.
What I learned most when I was in the FFA is responsibility and leadership. There's so many good opportunities to grow and become a leader and improve your responsibility, and it's a really cool experience.
My Bear River Ag classes and the integral FFA chapter have proven to me that the future of agriculture surely is in my hands. It's made me a better farmer, a more productive farmer, and a better person in general. I'd like to thank all of my teachers out there who have supported me throughout the years, such as Mr. Burrell, Mr. Rhodes, Mr. Schaefer, and Mrs. Ingram.
I just wanted to say a quick thank you to the Bear River FFA chapter for all you guys have done for me. I think my favorite part of being in the FFA was definitely all the trips, like to nationals in California.
From FFA would definitely be junior year, the Ag Systems team. We went down and took second at state, gave a really close competition. That was probably the highlight of it, and I'm also really grateful for all the lessons learned, the friendships made, and all the good times in class with the advisors.
So one of my favorite memories from FFA would have to be going to nationals for 2 years and being able to go walk through the expo and ride scooters around Indianapolis and just spending time with the other chapter members and the advisors and Mr. B, and that's probably my favorite memory from FFA, and I'm glad that I was able to be in FFA.
To me, FFA means family. When I joined FFA my freshman year, I never would have imagined that I would make many friends from our chapter and many others. The advisors and members have all become part of my family. Even though I'm moving on to other things, my FFA family will always have a place in my heart.
From my Agriscience board getting left at the high school during state convention my freshman year, to walking in downtown Denver for 2 miles during 5-degree weather with all my luggage for national convention, my senior year, I wouldn't trade my time in FFA for anything. FFA has been so much more than the trips, competitions, and activities. FFA has helped me to find the 3 P's of my life: passion, purpose, and process. Through FFA, I've grown my passion for agriculture, which has given me purpose to serve others, and these FFA experiences have taught me that things don't always go as planned. We have our ups and our downs, but we must learn to love the process. As I've learned to love the process, that's when some of my greatest memories have happened. I'm proud to say that FFA will always have a special place in my heart.
Being a member of the FFA for the past 4 years has taught me many things that could not be replaced by doing anything else. First, one of the things I learned was to go out and try new things because you never know where it's going to take you. Number 2, go out and meet new people because you'll create lifelong friendships. I would just like to express my gratitude to the FFA because it has brought me places and shown me things that I would have never gotten from anywhere else. So FFA, thank you. prepare to install the new FFA officers, the senior officers will now explain the selection process in order to help those that seek to serve in the future.
It is an honor to serve as an officer in the FFA, but it is also a great deal of work. Although many very qualified FFA members apply to serve each year, only 12 are selected for this duty.
Due to the current circumstances, officers were elected this year through an online process. First, students applied with an online application, responding to some questions regarding the vision for the program. The candidates were also required to submit a recruiting video answering the question, "Why should you join FFA?"
The names of the candidates were submitted to the school administration, where they were screened to ensure they are eligible to serve with regards to grades and citizenship. Once cleared by the school, the applicant's AET, FFA records are checked. FFA activities are counted with more points being assigned for competition activities such as the Agriscience fair, speaking contest, judging team participation, and applications for awards. Less points are assigned for participation in any social activities. Students are only awarded points for activities that they have recorded in their AET.
Finally, the candidates participated in an online interview. The judges followed a rubric and each candidate was given an interview score. The application, participation, and interview scores are put into a data sheet, and the top 12 candidates become the new chapter officers.
All data from the election process can be viewed by contacting an advisor. We will now turn the time over to the chapter advisor to announce the new 2020-2021 Bear River FFA chapter officers.
We'd like to thank all the officer candidates for their efforts in running for chapter officer. We appreciate your willingness and desire to serve the Bear River FFA chapter. Unfortunately, there's an abundance of qualified candidates and only 12 positions.
If you were not selected, we wish you the best in your endeavors in the next year. We encourage you to participate and continue to work and be involved in the FFA throughout the next year and try to be an officer in the future.
For those of you that did make it, we're excited for you and looking forward to working with you as an officer in the Bear River FFA chapter.
Just as the FFA Code of Ethics states, remember to be modest in winning and generous in defeat. Without further ado, we will now introduce the new 2020-2021 Chapter Bear River FFA officers.
Assistant Historian, Sierra Schaefer.
Historian, Haley Branch.
Sentinel, Sydney Wilkinson.
Assistant Reporter, Brooklyn Christensen.
Reporter, Dustin Hallett.
Assistant Treasurer, Kayla Hallett.
Treasurer, Wyatt Zollinger.
Assistant Secretary, Brinley Rhodes.
Secretary, Kylie Kunzler.
Vice President, Adam Hales.
Vice President, Morgan Noyes.
President, Brooklyn John.
It is an honor to be an officer in the FFA. You may encounter problems, but through cooperation, hard work, and dedication, you will succeed and the FFA will prosper. Your duties are outlined in the official FFA manual. You will also have leadership opportunities during the summer to prepare you for your duties in the coming year. Congratulations.
We would like to thank everyone for coming tonight to support the Bear River FFA chapter and see our various members excel. We would also like to offer another congratulations to our outstanding members who have excelled this year.
Madam Secretary, do you have a record of any further business which should now be transacted?
I have none, Madam President.
Does any member know of business which should properly come before this meeting. We are about to adjourn this banquet of the Bear River FFA chapter. As we mingle with others, let us be diligent in labor, just in our dealings, courteous to everyone, and above all, honest and fair in the game of life. Fellow members and guests, join me in a salute to our flag. I pledge allegiance
to the flag
of the United States of America
and to the republic for which it stands,
one nation, under God,
indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I now declare this meeting adjourned.